Welcome to AI PM Podcast, the exclusive podcast that addresses relevant topics of artificial intelligence applied to project management, powered by Portfolio PMO IT Consulting. Better is possible.
Okay, so AI and project management, like it or not, it's a thing.
It is a thing.
It's happening.
It's happening. It's not just a few new software tricks. We're talking a total sea change in how projects get done.
Yeah. We're not just talking about sprucing up your to-do list with a little AI sparkle. This is
foundational.
Exactly.
Yes. And what's really fascinating is that this isn't some far off thing. It's happening right now.
Right.
I mean, you shared some reports from PMI and Deloitte that are kind of shocking when you read them.
Yeah.
25 million new project professionals needed globally by 2030.
That's wild. That's it's like suddenly the whole world realized that projects are the engine of everything.
And they are.
Which they are.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's like, we talk about project management, and it's always like this kind of niche thing, but it's like, no, it's
everything.
Literally every industry, everything's
a project.
Is a project.
Yeah.
And the PMI report, the talent gap report, it specifically called out that high-tech fields are kind of leading the charge.
Yeah, they're projecting 33% growth in project-oriented employment in those areas by 2027.
Wow.
So buckle up.
Yeah, so this isn't even just about keeping the skills you have now.
Right.
It's about recognizing that the game itself is different.
The game is changing.
Than it was even a couple of years ago.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to this document that you shared.
Yeah.
That focuses specifically on the essential skills for project managers in the age of AI.
Yes.
And we're going beyond the buzzwords here. We're getting into the nitty-gritty.
For sure.
Of what you actually need to thrive.
And what's really interesting here is that it's not about becoming an AI expert.
Okay.
Right? It's about understanding how AI impacts your role as a project manager.
Okay.
And then leveraging that to make better decisions, lead more effectively, and ultimately deliver greater results for your clients or for your company.
So less about coding algorithms and more about leading smarter.
100%.
Okay, so give me an example. What's one concrete way that AI is changing the game for project managers?
Let's talk about data.
Okay.
Project managers have always dealt with data.
Right.
Tons of it. But AI just supercharges that aspect of the job.
Okay.
The PMI report, AI at Work, found that innovative project leaders, those who are already kind of embracing AI, are spending 14% more time on strategic planning.
Wow.
Just because the AI is handling a lot of the data tasks.
So instead of drowning in spreadsheets, you're using the AI to pull out the insights that actually inform the strategy.
It's moving from data collection to data-driven decision-making.
Okay.
And that is a game changer.
Okay, so AI is doing the heavy lifting, but you still need a human to actually interpret it and make those decisions.
100%.
Okay.
And that's something that, applies across industries, across project types. That's not specific to any one field.
It's it frees you up to actually be more creative, to actually lead.
Absolutely.
Instead of just managing.
Yeah, it lets you be more human, which is kind of ironic.
Right, because this document that you shared, it also really emphasizes the importance of soft skills.
Yes.
It's not just about the tech, right?
No, it's not just about the tech. In fact, those so-called soft skills become even more crucial.
Okay.
In a world where AI is handling more of the routine tasks.
Okay.
Leading hybrid teams, navigating the human dynamics of projects, making those judgment calls when the data is a little ambiguous. Those are all areas where humans still have a significant edge.
And those are the things that can really make or break a project.
Absolutely.
You can have the best tech in the world, but if you've got a team that's falling apart,
100%.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, your project's going to fail.
It's going to fail.
Yeah.
If you can't communicate effectively, it doesn't matter. Exactly. So we're talking about things like communication, problem solving, empathy.
Yes.
All that human stuff that actually makes
the human stuff,
the projects work.
Yeah. We'll dive into that after the break.
Okay. So we've talked about how AI is changing the game for project managers.
Yeah. And
that we need some new skills to really thrive.
Absolutely.
But where do we even begin?
Right.
Well,
the good news is that anyone can develop these skills. It's not about, like you said, becoming a data scientist overnight. It's about taking those strategic steps to become more comfortable and confident working with AI.
So you're saying there's hope for those of us who are...
Oh, there's tons of hope.
Who are not like tech whizzes.
Yeah. You don't have to be a coder. You don't have to, be able to build an AI from scratch. It's about understanding how to use these tools, how to apply them in a project management context.
So where do we start? Where's step one in this journey?
So the document you shared, it talks about this. Personalized AI upskilling plan.
Okay.
Which sounds very like buzzwordy, but it's actually a really helpful framework.
Okay.
Because it starts with understanding your strengths and weaknesses.
Okay.
Just like any project you need, that baseline.
Yeah, like a self-assessment.
Exactly. And there are tools out there to help you do that.
Okay. Like what?
So the document specifically calls out PMI's PMTQ.
PM what now?
The Project Management Technology Quotient.
Okay, catchy.
It's a mouthful, but basically it's designed to assess your comfort level with technology. Yeah. Your data analysis skills, your familiarity with AI concepts.
It's like a personalized skills report card.
Exactly.
Okay. So no hiding from the areas where you might need some...
No hiding.
Extra credit.
You're going to see right where you need to focus your energy.
I like it. Okay. So once you've got that roadmap...
Yes.
What's next? What do you actually do?
So the document talks about formal and informal learning paths, which is great.
Okay.
Because you can tailor it to your own learning style and your schedule.
I like options.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's break it down. What counts as formal learning?
So certifications are a good place to start.
Okay.
The document specifically mentions those offered by Microsoft, IBM, Google Cloud.
Yeah, having those letters after your name definitely doesn't hurt.
Exactly.
When you're trying to impress a potential employer.
It shows you've really invested the time and the energy to develop these skills that are in high demand.
But formal learning doesn't stop there.
Okay.
You've also got master's programs, specialized courses, even boot camps dedicated to AI and project management.
So like if you really want to go all in,
exactly,
there's a path for that.
There's a path for you.
Okay, so that's formal. What about the informal side of things?
So this is more about being a proactive learner.
Okay.
Seeking out knowledge on your own terms.
So like reading AI for dummies while binge watching. Black Mirror.
Not quite. Although Black Mirror does raise some interesting questions.
Sure.
We're talking about online courses.
Okay.
You've got platforms like Coursera, Udemy, edX.
And those are great because they're usually a lot more affordable and flexible.
Exactly.
Than a full-blown master's degree.
Yeah. And don't underestimate the value of books and articles.
There are tons of great resources out there that can really help you get up to speed.
Okay, so we've got the formal learning, the certifications, the courses.
Yes.
We've got the informal learning being more self-directed.
Right.
Did we miss anything?
Well, there's one more thing that the document emphasizes. And it often gets overlooked.
Okay.
Connecting with others.
Okay, so networking.
Networking, mentorship.
And how does that fit into this whole AI upskilling thing?
Well, mentorship is so valuable in any field, but especially one that's changing as quickly as AI.
Right.
Finding someone who's already out there navigating this world who can offer you guidance and support.
Yeah, it's like having a Sherpa.
Exactly.
Who knows the way through these mountains of information.
Exactly. And don't forget about your peers.
Oh.
The people who are on this journey with you.
Right.
Joining online communities, attending industry events.
It's like building your own personal board of advisors.
Exactly. And that's invaluable.
Okay, so we've got our personalized plan.
Yeah.
We've got our formal learning, informal learning.
Yes.
We're networking. We're finding our AI mentors.
You got it.
Anything else we need to keep in mind?
One more thing.
Okay.
And the document is very clear on this. It's not just about the technical skills.
Okay.
In fact, what becomes even more important in an AI-driven world are those uniquely human skills.
Oh, okay.
The communication, the empathy.
Yeah.
The relationship building.
So it's almost like the more tech-driven the world becomes, the more we need that human element.
In a way, yes. Think about it. If AI is taking over those more routine tasks,
right,
the ability to communicate effectively, especially complex ideas.
To maybe people who aren't as tech savvy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That becomes even more important.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what about empathy? How does that...
Empathy is what allows you to build trust with your team.
Right.
Understand their perspectives.
Okay.
Navigate all those messy human moments.
Those are still going to happen.
They're always going to happen.
No matter how smart our machines get.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got to hold on to that.
Yeah.
So empathy, communication. What else was on that list?
Adaptability.
Okay.
The AI landscape is constantly evolving.
Right.
What's cutting edge today could be obsolete tomorrow.
So you're always learning, you're always growing.
Exactly. It's about having that growth mindset, that eagerness to embrace new technologies, new approaches,
Right.
because the only constant is change, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Especially in the tech world.
Especially in the tech world.
Yeah, I like it. So it's exciting, though.
It is exciting.
It feels like we're on the cusp of something really transformative.
It does feel that way. It's a really interesting time. Yeah. And that's something we'll explore more in the next part of our conversation.
Okay.
That big question.
Yeah, is AI going to steal my job?
Yeah. Are the robots coming for us?
Right.
And more importantly, if not, what does it mean to be a leader in this new world?
Okay, so stay tuned because we're getting to the good stuff.
This good stuff's coming.
Okay, so we've talked about the skills, the upskilling, but let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's this big question looming for a lot of project managers.
Right.
Is AI going to make my job obsolete?
It's the million-dollar question, right?
It is, yeah. Are the robots coming for me?
Exactly, and it's totally understandable to be thinking that.
Yeah.
But what I found really interesting about this document was how they frame that whole issue.
Oh, how so?
It's not AI versus project managers. Right. It's more like, how can we use this to be even better at what we do?
Okay, so less robots are taking over and more like...
Yeah, more like robots are giving us a serious upgrade.
I like that. Okay, so how does that actually work?
Well, think about all those tasks that AI can automate or at least make a lot faster. Scheduling, risk analysis, even parts of budgeting.
Okay.
What does that free you up to do?
I'm guessing more of the strategic thinking, the problem solving, the stuff that actually requires a human brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those are the things that this document really emphasizes. Empathy, complex, problem-solving, relationship building. Those are the things that differentiate you.
Yeah.
Even from the most advanced AI.
Because AI is not exactly known for navigating office politics or
Right, like having a heart-to-heart with a team member who's feeling burned out.
Exactly. That's still on us.
That is still on us. And in a way, the value of those skills actually increases.
Because you're the one who can build that trust. Understand, those unspoken dynamics make those judgment calls.
Yeah, right. AI can give you data.
AI can't.
But it can't tell you what it means in a human context.
So it's almost like it's pushing us to be even better leaders.
I think so.
More human.
More human. Yeah, absolutely.
I like that.
It's not about being replaced. It's about evolving. And honestly,
right.
That's always been the mark of a great project manager. It's true. Adaptability.
Adaptability, willingness to learn.
Yeah. Always be learning.
This is just the next chapter.
Speaking of the next chapter, there was this line at the end of the document that really stuck with me.
Okay.
What new knowledge will you seek to thrive in this new landscape?
That's a good question.
It is. It kind of puts the ball back in our court, you know? It's like, yeah, things are changing, but we get to choose how we respond.
You're not just reacting to change, you are shaping it.
Exactly.
And I love that.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
It is exciting.
It feels very frontier pushing.
It does. It feels very Wild West.
Okay, so for those ready to saddle up and head out into this brave new world, the document mentioned a video about a learning pathway for project managers in the age of AI.
It's a fantastic resource. Yeah, we'll put a link in the show notes for everybody.
Please do.
Okay, so I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We've talked about the skills,
the
challenges, the opportunities, and most importantly, I think the mindset that you need to not just survive, but thrive in this age of AI.
It's all about thriving, not just surviving.
Exactly.
Well said.
It's been great diving into this with you.
It's been a pleasure as always.
And to everyone listening, remember, the future of project management is here.
It's here.
It's happening.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's looking pretty exciting.
I do too.
So until next time, happy projecting.
Now you have more knowledge about the use of artificial intelligence applied to project management. Don't miss our other episodes, AIPM podcast, and keep advancing in the development of the profession. Of course, powered by Portfolio PMO IT Consulting.